Hi guys, welcome to today's video, and I guess surprise, because we bought a house. We're so excited, so we're going to tell you guys why, process, all that stuff, just to answer questions before they come, and to kind of preface all the new videos, because if we didn't do this video, us moving would make zero sense, nothing would make sense. And today, of course, I have Sam with me.
Hello. Jaclyn's husband.
So I feel like one of the biggest questions is going to be, like, where are you moving to? We are still going to be in Atlanta. We're still in the city.
Essentially, the reason we bought is we just didn't want to rent anymore. We are in an apartment right now, and the goal was always to get to a point to where we can buy. So we kind of looked at our time here in the apartment as just like giving us time to find a house. It was always the end goal. And it's just smarter financially to buy than to rent, right? You're putting money back into your pocket in a way.
And so we started looking, I don't know how long, like maybe for a month or two. And we had actually put an offer on a house in October. We got beat out by an all-cash offer because that's just how the market is right now. It's so annoying. It happens a lot, I feel like. Okay, so now onto like the story of this house and how we got it. So this is crazy, but I was in Florida when Sam went and saw the house without me, because if you guys know anything about the housing market, it is just insane. Like, once something pops up, you've got to go see it right away, or else multiple offers will be on there and it's down within days.
The moment I walked in, I was like, oh, Jaclyn is missing out. Oh my gosh. I knew that you would love it, like, from the get-go. It just screamed perfect. No, I mean, at the end of the day, the house was really great. I took a lot of videos, took a lot of pictures, and then had Jaclyn on FaceTime with our real estate agent. The service wasn't so great, so that part was kind of...
It was hard, because like he was FaceTiming me and it was just blurry.
Yeah,
and I was getting so frustrated.
Point the camera here, point the camera here.
Yeah.
Like, it was just not... We recommend both parties be there when you're purchasing a house.
If
Definitely
possible.
Not the FaceTime method.
The next day, after we thought about it, prayed about it, we put an offer in on the house. And here's the crazy thing, is that there were no other offers. And then like they came back, and then we came back again. Like, there's a little bit of negotiating, and they accepted our offer, which was crazy because there were no other offers, which we have not had that yet. Like, even before we started in this apartment, like right at 2020, we put an offer on a house, and there were so many offers then. Like, the housing market is just crazy right now. And so, yeah, they accepted our offer without me even seeing the house. And while I was in Florida, they had the inspection done, all this stuff. So Sam did all of that, which I'm so thankful for. It was a crazy couple of days for sure. And I think the craziest part of this whole thing is that from the time we put in the offer until we close, it's 2.5 weeks. Which is, like, I think why, like, our offer was so appealing, because the seller wanted that. They wanted to close on December 7th, and that's including, like, the Thanksgiving holiday. So this process has been so quick. It's been not too stressful, but kind of overwhelming, because we've never bought a house before. I think the main reason that we wanted to make this video was really to talk about how awesome God has been in this process. And ultimately, we just wanted to give God the glory, and also be so thankful for how he has blessed us in so many ways, in ways that we haven't even seen yet. And even though this house is clearly a material blessing and things like that, but we have been praying that we would have a home. I think our heart's desires are to really create a place for community and just for people to gather and get to know the Lord better. And the house definitely provides a way for that. Like, our apartment can only hold so many people. I mean, we've pushed the limits for sure, but...
To piggyback off of all of that, like, our heart was that, we would have a house. We presented that request to the Lord. We wanted to make sure that we were making the right decision. And like you mentioned, I saw the house the very next day. Like, there was that in-between moment where we were praying about it, wanted to have peace with the situation. I wouldn't say we had total, complete peace. This was absolutely, or I should say, I wouldn't say that we had, like, we knew this was the right decision and this was like 100%, we're going to have this house.
We still had worries, I would say.
We still had concerns, and our prayer was that, Lord, if there's anything about this that is not a part of your will, that isn't what you have written for us in our story, then that you would just make this house fall through, that you would not give us peace about anything, that the inspection would come back, wrong. We weren't like bargaining with God and telling him like, look, if you do this, then we'll know. If you give us a sign here, then we'll do this.
Yeah.
We just wanted to be led so much by the Spirit in this. So we decided to move forward with it, but really wanting to be on the lookout or hearing his voice throughout all of it.
And we also sought wise counsel. Like, because you can say that stuff. You can say, like, Lord, let this house fall through. But if you put an offer on a $3 million house and it doesn't fall through, like, then you're just being foolish, right? Like, we ran the numbers. We knew that we were able to do this. But we just wanted to make sure that we weren't getting ahead of, like, what God had for us.
And full disclosure, this house is not $3 million. And that was our heart throughout all of this. And the reasons we really wanted a house were, you know, having a house is great. It's awesome. And we really love to host. And we've seen that in this apartment even whenever we have people over. Like, Jaclyn is in a whole nother world. She is like in this happy place where she's making all these different things, and having people over is just so awesome. And we really wanted to cultivate that in this apartment. We can't imagine how it's going to be in this house when we can have more people over and more consistency.
And to even, like, I think what's really special for me too is, like, when my family comes to visit, like, they have nowhere to stay. Like, we made everybody sleep out there in the couch area, and it's like my mom and dad on the couch, my brother's on a small air mattress. And now to know that, like, I mean, it still will be a tight squeeze, but it's way better than a one bathroom apartment. Something that I really want to say, because I think it's so easy with this world to think, like, oh, material things, material things, material things. And at the end of the day, this house is gonna fade when we die. Like, when we die, none of this will matter. And so our ultimate prayer was that, Lord, your will be done, not ours. And we know that even if we don't get what our heart's desire is, you're still good, because we trust that your plan is better than ours. And, like, if you don't want it for us, then we don't want it. And so, I mean, I would say that's still our prayer today. We close on this house tomorrow, which is when you see this video. And I'm still just thinking, like, Lord, if this is not what you want, like, make it so known to us. And it has just really seemed like this process has gone so smooth, and we have had peace. What is the verse? Romans 8, where it talks about God works all things for the good
of those who love him.
Romans 8:28.
And we know that God works all things together for the good of those who love him, who are called according to his purpose.
And I know that our definition of good is different than the Lord's, but so that's just been our prayer over this whole thing, and it seems that this is his will, which is so awesome. And so we're so excited to bring you guys along on this journey. So ultimately, we wanted to make this video. It's just a testimony of God just blessing our lives, and not necessarily by material things, but ultimately by, like, answering our prayers of, Lord, let your will be done. And it just so happens that it is to have a house. And we just want to always show thankfulness to the Lord, and I think that sharing how he does bless us in different ways is a great way to do that.
I mean, it's a really big life decision. We're excited about everything that's to come with homeownership. Like, I mean, from the hosting that we've already talked about to the brand of lawnmower that we're gonna have to buy. Like, it's just really exciting to know, like, all the things that are
have a yard.
I mean, it's really exciting.
We just wanted to let you guys in, and thanks for following along. The next video that's coming out is going to be our last week in this apartment, us kind of prepping to move and all of that. So lots of moving vlogs coming up, empty house tour, all that stuff. It's gonna be really fun, and we're so happy to bring you guys along. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We really appreciate it. Okay, well, I will see you guys in a couple days in my next video. Bye.
See ya.